Hey, I've been having some thoughts lately about anime conventions and ones I'm going to stop going to. And it's not by fault of the convention, I wouldn't say. It's just the fact that I'm getting older. Evan and I went a few weekends ago to, well, no, Evan didn't even go. I went to a con a few weekends ago. Alone. Well, with friends. I went to a con a few weekends ago, and it was a smaller con. But I thought, I'll just go just to hang out. I'll just ghost in the hallways. I don't really plan on paying because there's not really anybody here I want to see. And the anime that it was based around is honestly not one of my favorites, but so that I just go and hang out. And I went there dressed up as Kid from Chrono Cross, and I had a few people thankfully recognize me and be like, "Oh my god, I love Kid," or "I love Chrono Cross." But all the people that recognized me and talked to me were my age and older, and I looked around and saw a lot of costumes of things I had no clue what they were of. And I ended up sitting in the mom sitting area waiting for their kids to be done at the con. And I was happier over there with my 3DS, talking to my friends, hanging out. And then actually my favorite part of the con was after I met one of my friends from work. And he's about my age, well, he's a little older than I am. And he introduced me to two of his friends. And we talked about organizing conventions and talked about guests and planning things and had a good time. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. This is all right. And I realized that I'm getting old. Not old in the sense of I'm elderly, but old in the sense of going to a con. I don't really fit in with the 15-year-olds and the high school kids and even the early 20-year-olds anymore. I'm almost 30. And I thought about it, and I realized the pleasure I get out of going to conventions are two things. One, the conventions that we work. And I'm very fortunate to be in a group, Conquest, with my husband and our friend Steven, and Concept Galaxy, another group. We do pretty similar things. Concept Galaxy on a bigger scale, that we take our puppets and do hallway interactives. We do games themed around the convention. We do skits, opening and closing ceremonies. We judge cosplay contests. We have other contests and trivia competitions and things like that. And I love doing that. I love performing, and I love helping people have a good time. That really is what gives me a good time going to a convention, is making sure that everybody else is having a good time. And the cons that we don't end up working, the cons that we just go to, I guess if they're bigger cons, they're more likely to have people our age, and it's fun just to sit and talk and hang out and chill and kind of be, maybe play some video games and walk around. But not really so much running up and down the hall and screaming. And not saying that that's all the younger con goers, because it's not, thank goodness. It's a few, and that's a pretty kind of immature thing to do. But so I've decided that the two cons I'm going to go to, one, really big cons where the people that are near my age, and two, cons that we're working, because other than that, I don't really want to spend $50 a day to be sitting around thinking, I don't know what any of this is going, what is happening, and I just feel out of place. Let me know if you guys are feeling that, if you are on my end of the age spectrum, convention going wise, or if you're younger, if you still really like conventions and it's still a really great place to meet people and make friends and have fun, or if the whole scene is kind of getting old for you too. It's probably just